Hey guys, Gizmodic here, and today let's do a camera comparison between the Zenfone Max M1 and the Redmi 6. Both of them are very similarly priced and a lot of you guys were interested in knowing which phone has the better camera. The Redmi 6 on one hand has a dual camera setup on the back and a 5 megapixel front facing camera, whereas on the other hand the Zenfone Max M1 has a 13 megapixel single camera on the back and an 8 megapixel selfie camera. So which of these is better, you ask? Let's find out. But then before I start, this video is also available in Hindi, so if you guys would like to watch Hindi videos, go subscribe to my Hindi tech channel. And if you're new here, then definitely hit the red subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Now since a lot of people are majorly concerned about selfies, let's get started with that first. The Zenfone Max M1 is a clear winner here with its higher resolution selfie shooter. The selfies are really good as compared to the Redmi 6, the colors pop out. They are a bit more saturated than normal, but then overall they look a lot more pleasing to the eye, and it's definitely better than the Redmi 6. So if selfies is the only thing that you care about, the Max M1 should be your pick. In fact, I think this phone has one of the best selfie cameras in this price bracket. Now let's talk about the rear facing camera, and I would like to mention one thing here, which is the fact that the Zenfone Max M1 does not get the auto HDR mode. So every time you see some harsh lighting in the scene, you should turn it on manually because the image quality becomes a lot better with HDR. With that said, in broad daylight, I hands down prefer the Zenfone Max M1. The colors once again pop out, the saturation is great, and the Redmi 6 feels a bit yellowish as compared to the Max M1. The Max M1 also has a better bokeh effect because it has an f2 aperture as compared to f2.2 on the Redmi 6. So in terms of the daylight, the Zenfone Max M1 is no doubt a winner. Coming to the indoor scenarios, here's where I feel that the Redmi 6 was actually better. The Zenfone Max 1 images have a mild pinkish tone to it, and the white balance and the hue is better on the Redmi 6. It's closer to the actual scene. Moreover, if you were to zoom into the pictures, the Redmi 6 actually has more details as compared to the Zenfone Max M1. Maybe the noise reduction algorithm on the Max M1 is causing it to miss out on details. So yeah, in indoor scenarios, I think the Redmi 6 undoubtedly has a slight advantage. In terms of extremely dimly lit scenarios, I think both of them are equally poor. None of the phones are that good, and it's sort of a tie. In terms of the rear camera portrait mode, the Zenfone, even with single lens, does a great job. The blur effect is stronger on the Zenfone, however if you were to see the edges, the edge detection is better on the Redmi 6, thanks to that dual camera setup on the back. So you be the judge here for the rear camera portraits. Lastly, in terms of videos, the Redmi 6 has a slight advantage because it has electronic image stabilization or EIS. It's not as good as other Xiaomi devices, but then still, it helps, and I even think that the focusing was faster on the Redmi 6 as compared to the Max M1. So who's the winner here? Personally, the Zenfone Max M1 has a much better front-facing camera, and the rear camera is only inferior to the Redmi 6 in indoor conditions. So according to me, the Zenfone Max M1 wins here, and Asus, if you're listening, I think you are, then can you enable the camera to API on this phone? I think there is some more potential that is unexplored in the camera of this phone. So yeah, if you can, I hope you can enable the camera to API. But even then, I think that this phone has a better camera as compared to the Redmi 6. So if that is what you were confused about between these two phones, I hope that your doubts are cleared now. I'll be making a review of the Zenfone Max M1 very soon. I've already reviewed the Redmi 6, so go check it out. And if you guys have any more questions, then feel free to ask me in the comments, or you can also go on my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram pages. Actually, I'm more active on Twitter and Instagram, so you can go message me there. Anyways, this is it for the camera comparison. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back in your notifications very soon. Peace.